Piotr and Janek Tarkowski, American-born sons of Polish immigrants, ran through the woods just west of Germantown, Pennsylvania. The elementary school-age boys enjoyed the thick-treed wooded area not far from their modest suburban Philadelphia home. They knew the area like the back of their hands from playing in the woods daily before dinner. "Race you to the waterfall," cried out the 9-year-old Piotr, as his 7-year-old younger brother tried hard to keep up. "No fair, Piotr," replied young Janek. "You got a head start." Nevertheless, Janek followed his older brother as fast as he could. The boys' sneakers could be heard slipping and sliding on the wet leaves as they ran down the path toward an 18-foot modest waterfall, which led to the small local creek that ran through the woods. Both were huffing and puffing as they reached the waterfall, but neither would slow down. Pride ran deep in the Tarkowski family, and each dreaded the thought of being the loser in any competition that was held. The older Piotr reached the edge of the waterfall first, and raised his arms in triumph as he went to stop just feet from the edge of the cliff. Trying to stop, Janek slipped and slid toward the edge of the cliff. Piotr screamed out and extended his arm in an effort to catch his younger brother, but it was all in vain. Janek slid off the edge and headed downward to the rocky creek below. "Janek!" Piotr scrambled to his knees as he moved to the edge of the small falls. On the ground below, he could see the body of his brother lying in a contorted position, with his left leg twisted 90 degrees from its natural orientation. Janek's head was lying against a large boulder near the base of the falls, and the boy was completely motionless. "Janek!" Piotr called out several times, hoping that his brother would move or somehow acknowledge the yells. But the boy continued to just lie on the ground. Fearing the worst, Piotr descended the cliff and headed toward the creek, all along being careful about the wet conditions in the wood. Soon he reached the bottom and moved briskly toward the body of his brother. From a distance, he could see a light gray mist now covering the area where the body was laying. The mist seemed an oddity, given the relative warmth of the fall afternoon, but Piotr didn't have time to consider it. He had to reach his brother.